कृष्णवर्णं तिशाकृष्णं साङ्गोपाङ्गास्त्रपार्षदं यज्ञैः सङ्कीर्तनप्रायै यजन्ति सुमेधसः अन्तः कृष्णं बहिर्गौरं दर्शिताङ्गादिवैभवं कलौ सङ्कीर्तनाद्यै स्मः कृष्णचैतन्यमाश्रिताः जयतां मथुरा भूमौ श्रीलरूपसनातनौ यौ विलेकयतस्तत्त्वं ज्ञापकौ पुस्तिकामिमां कोऽपि तद्बान्धवो भट्टो दक्षिणद्विजवंशजः विविच्य विलिखद्ग्रन्थं लिखिताद् वृद्धवैष्णवैः तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेकं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितं पर्यालोच्याथ पर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः यः श्रीकृष्णपादाम्भोज भजनैकाभिलाषवान् तेनैव दृश्यतामेतत् अन्यस्मै शपथोऽर्पितः श्रीमद्भागवतं श्रीमन् मन्त्रदेशिकमीश्वरं श्रीमद्भागवतार्थानां सन्दर्भं कर्तुमाश्रये धनत्वा गुरून् गुरून् भागवतार्थदान् श्रीभागवत सन्दर्भं वश्मि लेखितुम् यस्य ब्रह्मेति संज्ञां क्वचिदपि निगमे याति चिन्मात्रसत्ता प्यंशो यस्यांशकैः स्वैर्विभवति वशयन्नेव मायां पुमांश्च एकं यस्यैव रूपं विलसति परमव्योम्नि नारायणाख्यं स श्रीकृष्णो विधत्तां स्वयमिह भगवान् प्रेम तत्पादभाजाम् Welcome to today's Tattva Sandarbha discussion. All are present. All are present on online. Venugopal Prabhu. Some students they sent questions on my WhatsApp number, so I will be answering those. Not now, but in the mail itself. So definitely. So because I got very recently that today morning only I saw those. That's why. Okay. So if we come to our actual discussion, we were discussing the Krishna Varnam to Krishnam. In that Krishna Varnam, this word we are discussing. In the last class, we saw just so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a special manifestation of Krishna directly. So otherwise, it is a direct manifestation of Krishna. So the hetu for this, the reason for this is, so there is a avyabhicharata relation. Avyabhichara relation is there between the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Krishna. That is the reason. And also not only this, and one more point is also discussed, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that means this, whenever this 28th cycle comes of the 7th Manvantara, at that time the general rule given by the Vishnu Dharmottara Purana is also overruled or is superseded by the Krishna actually. So that point also we discussed. But that means generally what it is saying, generally Vishnu Dharmottara Purana is saying that in general any general Chaturyugas, what happens in that Chaturyugas, 3 yugas. In 3 yugas, the Lord is is holding form which is directly visible actually. That means this form is very much visible directly. Pratyaksha Rupa Drik. This is the thing generally happens. So according to that, even in the Kali Yuga also, so but this rule is violated. But in the Kali Yuga, he is not holding the directly the form which is visible to everyone. So that means his form is not directly visible. He is not manifesting such a form which is directly visible in the Kali Yuga. So that's why he is known as Tri Yugaha. He is known as Tri Yugaha. It is a general rule. And in the Kali Yuga, he is Vasudeva Lord himself entering into the Kalki and Kalki, and so like this, he is coming. Uh, and why I took actually Kalki as the, that means in the, especially someone may get doubt. So Kalki is not the Yuga Avatara. So, yeah, yeah, it's just Avesh Avatara. So, but in the Laghu Bhagavatamritam also, it is not directly mentioned that Kalki is the Yuga Avatara. That is not directly mentioned. But here you see in the Vishnu Dharmottara Purana, the discussion, what is happening? The discussion is three avatars are in the, that means Satya, Treta, and Dwapara form of the Lord is directly visible. Then after that, immediately in the next, what is said in the Kali, Lord is entering into the Kalki, is said. So just it is coming immediately. So that's why, so he is entering into the Kalki and not directly manifesting. That's why I took this as the fourth one actually, which is not visible directly. So in the Vishnu Dharmottara Purana, what we read in general, so Lord is coming in the which form in the Kali Yuga? Black. Yes, that black is Jiva Tattva. In the that black color, whoever is coming, that is Jiva Tattva, not directly Lord. So that much is said in the Laghu Bhagavatamritam also. But that Kalki is only the exactly Yuga Avatara, that direct wording is not there. So, but I am taking here, so because it is just coming from the after the in the Vishnu Dharma Purana, it is directly coming after these three avatars. That's our Pratyaksha Rupaduk. After that, it is coming, na? So that's why. Anyway, main point is what here, what we are discussing the Vishnu Dharmottara Purana, whatever general rule is defined, that is violated in the 28th cycle of the Vaivastha Manvantara. Why that, how it is, that means how it is violated, that violation I am explaining. In general, that means the three yugas he is manifesting and his form is directly visible, and in the Kali Yuga it should not be visible. But in the case of 20th cycle, the that form is also, that means in the Kali Yuga form also is directly visible. That means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is directly visible. That means the Lord is manifesting such a form which is directly visible. This in this way, Vishnu Dharmottara Purana statement is violated. Actually, what Vishnu Dharmottara Purana is saying, that in the Kali Yuga, Lord's form should not be visible. But what is happening now? Now it is visible actually. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is visible or not? So, yeah, directly he is visible. He is Lord himself and he is directly visible. So why it is happening? Because so Krishna himself is coming at the end of Dwapara Yuga and he is continuing this. He is continuing this till the, that means this the 5,000 years in the Kali Yuga. So that's why he is directly manifesting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is non-different from the Krishna. So this is the explanation. And here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is having the Avyabhicharata relation, that means two-sided Avyabhicharata relation. So, so that's why you cannot see the general rule in the 28th cycle. So next, after that we discussed Krishna Varnam. The word Krishna Varnam is also described in the way, the word, the name, whose name, or the name which contains the letters Kru and Krishna. So that is known as Krishna Varnaha or the Krishna Varnaha. So that is nothing but the Sri Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. So that is nothing but that. What is that name which is containing Kru and Krishna? That is the Sri Krishna Chaitanya. That is the one explanation we saw. Krishna Varnam means. And one more explanation is what? Krishnam Varnayati iti Krishna Varnaha. So that is also we just yesterday discussed. Krishnam Varnayati means who is describing Krishna, he is the Krishna Varnaha. So that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he is describing Krishna by remembering the his own leelas. That means in the form of Krishna, he is nothing but the Krishna. So in the he's remembering his own leelas, and out of ecstasy, he is describing all these to everyone. Mm. Mm, mm. In the notes, actually, Pratyaksha Rupadruk Devo, it is given. This you have to correct it, because Vishnu Dharmottara also mentions that Kalki is the fourth avatara. Pratyaksha Rupa Druk, this you have to remove. Pratyaksha Rupa Druk Devo is not the Kalki. Is not the Kalki. This part. This part. This has to be removed. And somehow it is came. I took Kalki as a fourth. I explained because after saying that Pratyaksha Rupa the three yuga, so immediately Kalki is said. That's why I took it as a fourth avatar. That means Kali Yuga avatar. Huh? Vishnu Dharmottara? No. Next, one more point. He explanations if you come here, Krishna Varnam. So here we are seeing Rukmi in second explanation. He sang Krishnam Varnayati. He describes Krishna. So the one who describes about the Krishna, he is the Krishna Varnaha. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He sang under the influence of the ecstasy of remembering his own supremely blissful pastimes, just like Krishna. And who, out of great compassion, instructed these to the whole world. That is, Lokebhyaha Tameva Upadishati Yahatam. The one who describes all these to the entire whole world. This is done. Then after that, Athava Swayam Akrishnam Gauram Tvisha Swashobha Visheshenaiva Krishna Varnam Krishnopadeshtaram Cha. That means one who is himself golden and who by his own special beauty teaches about Krishna, and by seeing whom everyone remembers Krishna. Tvisha Akrishnam, Tvisha Krishna Varanam. Last class, someone asked actually, Tvisha Akrishnam we took. Why don't we take Tvisha Krishnam? This also someone asked. Now we are taking the Tvisha Krishna. Tvisha Krishnam actually. Instead of Akrishnam, we are taking Krishnam. So that means now the Tvisha Krishnam means Tvisha Krishnam. Tvisha Swasaiva Visheshenaiva. Krishna Varanam. That means Krishnopa Deshtaram Cha. Yeah. Tvisha Tvisha Krishnam. In the last class, what we took? Tvisha Akrishnam we took. Tvisha Akrishnam we took. This is done. Here Akrishnam means that is Gauram we took. We derived that by the Parisheshyan and so. Tvisha means by hue or by the color. So he is Gaura. That we done. Now we are seeing now here this Tvisha Krishnam. Tvisha means Swasobha Visheshenaiva. That means so one who is, you can see here, one who is himself golden and who by his own special beauty, by his own special beauty. That means Tvisha means by his own special beauty. Krishnam means we are taking Krishna Varnam Upadeshtaram. Krishna Varnam. That means total is Krishnopadeshtaram. So how the Anvaya is goes? Krishnam, okay. What is the total sloka? Krishna Varnam. Tvisha Akrishnam. Tvisha Krishnam. Take this total. Tvisha Krishnam Krishna Varnam. Tvisha Krishnam Krishna Varnam. Krishna Varnam means the one who preaches Krishna. That means Krishnam. Varnam means preaching. Upadeshta. Upadeshta means preacher. Upadeshta is preacher. Preacher of whom? Tvisha. That means by Swashobha Visheshena. Shobha Visheshena. This is Tvisha. Or otherwise, here, Tvisha Akrishnam also you can take, like this also. So, Tvisha, you take this A into this, Akrishnam, Krishna Varnam. Tvisha Akrishnam, because I am taking out this A into this, Akrishnam, Krishna Varnam. Then also what will happen? Here you keep Akrishnam means Gauram. Tvisha Gauram Krishna Varnam. That means the one, so who preaches about the Krishna? That is Gauram by his own special beauty. So here you, in the notes, if you see here, one who is himself golden, that means what I am saying, Akrishnam, Swayam Akrishnam, what is said in the Athava, you see Sanskrit, Athava, Swayam Akrishnam, that means who is himself golden. Akrishnam, why he is bringing, Akrishnam is Gauram, Tvisha, that means by his own special beauty, So Krishna Varnam teaches about Krishna. Okay? Krishna Varnam, that is Krishna Upadeshtaram. Next, by seeing yad darshaneneva sarvesham Sri Krishna spurati. Yad darshaneneva. That means by seeing whom everyone remembers Sri Krishna. Of course, he is in the golden form, but by his just appearance, by seeing him immediately, everyone remembers Krishna. Next, Kim va Sarvaloka Kim va Sarvaloka Drishtau Akrishnam Gauram Api Bhakti Vishesha Drishtau Tvisha Prakasha Visheshena Krishnavarnam Tadrisha Syamasundaram Eva Santam Ityarthaha. So this is one who is Gaura. What is that? Sarvaloka Drishtau Akrishnam Gauram. In everyone's vision, he is Gaura, golden. But Api Bhakta Vishesha Drishtau, but in the vision of special devotees, he is Krishna. Tisha Krishna Varnam. That means Tisha means Prakas Visheshena Krishna Varnam. Yeah. Krishna, not here we should not take preaching Krishna. Krishna Varnam. Color. Here you should take color. Krishna Varnam. That means he's black. But who in the vision of special devotees is black? Like Syama Sundara. Krishna. By special Prakasha. It is a special Prakasha. Prakasa Visheshena. Confusion lag raha hai. It's, are you getting confusion with this? We should get confusion. That is good then. You are trying to understand. Tvisha, or otherwise you write like this. Akrishnam, Tvisha Akrishnam, you bring out Akrishnam. Tvisha, you take Krishna Varnam, you take. Already one time, one explanation we gave for this. What if first, what explanation we saw? That means just 1 minute before. What is the meaning of this? What I explained. Akrishnam, Tvisha, Krishna Varnam. So who is going to say in the mic? The first explanation, what I said, you tell me.
First explanation. Krishna means Gaura, Tvisha means by his golden effulgence or golden is beauty. He is Krishna Varnam is preaching about Krishna.
Akrishnam is
Gaura. Tvisha is by his luster.
By his
luster, Kanti.
By his
Gaura Kanti.
By his special beauty.
Special beauty. He is Krishna. He is reminding everyone or preaching everyone Upadrishtaram.
Preaching about the Krishna. Preaching about the Krishna. So that is the one meaning. That we are now. What second meaning? What we are taking now? That means now this you have to hear. This new one now. What we are saying here? Krishna Akrishnam. That means Sarvaloka Drishtau Akrishnam. That means in everyone's vision he is Akrishnam. That means Gaura. In everyone's vision. In everyone's vision. Gaura. In everyone's vision, he is Gaura. That means everyone's seeing. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as hello. But Tisha. But in the vision of devotees, what? In the vision of devotees, Tisha. Tisha means what you should take here? Tisha means a special, no, here, a special prakasha. Prakasha, a special prakasha. By a special prakasha, he is Krishna. Krishna Varna means Krishna. Who is having the Krishna? That in the second explanation, in everyone's vision, he is Gaura. Okay? But in the vision of devotees, he is so Krishna. With this special prakasha. What we are saying? In everyone's vision, he is Gaura. But in the vision of his devotees, he is Krishna with the special prakasha. Means what? What is the one second. What is the meaning of special prakasha? Special prakasha, you all know actually, maybe Lord is appearing in the many places. Example, when Narada Muni went to Dwaraka, so at that time, when Narada Muni went to Dwaraka, so he is visiting what Krishna is doing. He wants to see what Krishna is doing. So then he visited all the 16,000 houses. In the 16,000 houses, he is seeing simultaneously Krishna. And in the one place, he is doing some discussion with someone, and in one place he is carrying the child, and in one place he is just discussing with his wife, and in one place he is just serving the cows. Like this, he is appearing in the different places, and all these are what? Actually, these are all the different Krishnas or one Krishna? One Krishna. So one Krishna means, do we need to take all these as, that means like you see Meghnad. So when Lakshmana he was fighting with the Meghnad, so he created so many same forms. Like this, Krishna also created so many forms, and he is doing this or not? Yes? He created so many different forms, and so he's simultaneously appearing in the various houses. So yeah, so it is not actually he is having the different forms, but he is ekena vapusha. That means by his only one body only he is existing in everywhere. It's not that by using some magical power or some mystic power, he's creating the different bodies in the different places and he's appearing. It is not like that. with the only one body, he is appearing in all the houses. But in our case, in material world, in our case, simultaneously we can present ourselves at one place only. At one time we can present ourselves in one place. But Lord is not like that. Even he is having the same one body, but he can show that in the all the places. What is the reason for this? What is the reason for this? The reason is Lord is Vibhu. Yeah, Lord is Vibhu. Since Lord is Vibhu, that's why he is able to present his form everywhere. It doesn't mean that he is having the different form, or otherwise he creating the extra other forms and he is showing in the other houses. No, you should not take like that. That's why it is known as, this kind of feature is known as what? Prakasha. This is known as Prakash. That means one body, but he is showing that in the many places. Now, if you see Krishna is performing, there are so many thousands of the Brahmandas are there, millions of Brahmandas are there. In one place, he is doing the Putana Leela, in another place, he is doing the Kaliya Leela, in another place, he is doing the some other Leela, Venugopal Leela. All these, all the Leelas are happening in the all the time actually. So in that all Leela, Krishna is there. That Krishna is, that means Goloka Krishna is one, and after that he is expanding himself, and otherwise he's some portion is coming and that is doing that. Is it like that? No, only one Krishna only. But he is everywhere presenting himself because he is Vibhu. So here similarly, so that means in the same way here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also is a Prakasha only. It is not any part and parcel. No, it is directly Prakasha of the Supreme Lord. Prakasha means, no, it's not avatar actually. It's same actually. So what is the meaning of Prakasha is given in the Laghu Bhagavatamritam. Anekatra prakatata rupasya ekasya ekada अनेकत्र प्रकटता रूपस्यैकस्य एकदा सर्वदा तत्स्वरूपेणैव सप्रकाश इति ईर्यते. What is the meaning of this sloka? Anekatra prakatata ekasya रूपस्य ekada. Ekada, that means at one time. Ekada means at one time. Prakasha means at one time. Anekatra means in many places. Anekatra prakatata ekasya rupasya. That means same form. Same form. So sarvada means with all features. With all features. Sarvatha, with all features. So that is known as Prakasha. That is Prakasha. Is also same. Rasri also is Prakasha. Yeah. It's not that so Sarvatha, that means with all features. If you go for the Vishnu, then he is not Prakasha. He is the avatar actually, Amsha actually, part and parcel. That means all the features are exhibited there in the Vishnu. The Krishna features all are exhibited. No. Then it is not known as Prakasha. Prakasha means everything. That means everything should be presenting. Then only one form. That means here, what is here Jiva Goswami is saying, Krishna Akrishnam Tvisha Krishna Varnam means he is saying that this Krishna, he himself. So this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is you take, and so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Prakasha of the Krishna. Tvisha means what he is taking? Vishesha Prakashena. Vishesha Prakashena. That means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not any part and parcel. It's not like that. Same Krishna only. Tisha means Vishesha Prakashena. So, but he is visible to whom? But why everyone is not seeing as it is Krishna? Because he is visible to only his own devotees. And he is not visible to the, so he is visible like the Gaurav to the sarvaloka drishti. That means into everyone's understanding. Okay, clear? तादृश श्यामसुन्दरमेव सन्तम् इत्यर्थः तस्मात् तस्मिन् सर्वदा श्रीकृष्णरूपस्यैव प्रकाशात् तस्यैव साक्षात् आविर्भावः स्वयं स इति भावः. So that's why since Krishnas appear, Prakasa is a Vishesha since Prakasa is a Vishesha. Okay, next what we wrote? A Prakasha is a Vishesha since in Prakasha Krishna appears as Krishna, but here Krishna appears as Chaitanya. But it is Prakasha since Chaitanya is fully Krishna, not an Amsha. Next, since Krishna's form appears in Lord Chaitanya, Krishna's form appears not in actually. Some actually we whatever these notes made, some editing mistakes are there, some prepositions are somewhere. So please, some mistakes, little mistakes are there. Whatever you found difficulty or something you are not understanding and it's not matching with your explanation, so please let me know. So okay, because there is a definitely it's a running notes actually. From the last classes it is written. So that's why one devotee has wrote this. So has written this. That's why there will be some mistakes in this, little mistakes. But we can go with our main text also. So finally, Dasmin, therefore, Tasmin Sarvadha Sri Krishna Rupasyaiva Prakashat. So that means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is nothing but the Prakasha of the Krishna only. That's why there is no difference between the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Krishna. So Sakshat Avirbhavaha Swayam Saha Itiyo. That's why we should know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is nothing but the Krishna himself. Here we are saying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is directly Krishna because what is the reason we are saying? What is the reason we are saying here? Because he is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Prakasha of the Krishna. In the previously we said Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is directly Krishna only. That means Swayam Sri Krishna Avirbhava Vishesha. So this we said, that means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a special manifestation of Krishna only directly. This also we said. There, what is the reason we give? Tad avyabhicharata. That we give. Here we are saying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is directly Krishna because Tvisha. We took the word Tvisha as the Prakasha Vishesha. Vishesha Prakasha. Okay? In the two ways we are saying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is directly Krishna. So one is we brought the Avyabhicharata Sambandha. So by reconciling the Vishnu Dharmottara statements and also by the statements of the Gargamuni and Karabhajan. So by all overseeing all these, so finally we said there is Avyabhicharata Sambandha between the Krishna and the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a direct special manifestation of Krishna only. Okay, that we said. Now we are saying, so Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna only by the word Tvisha. What meaning we give Tvisha? Prakasha Vishesha. Okay. So everyone try to remember the word, definition of Prakasha. Anekatra prakatata rupasya ekasya ekada sarvadha tat swarupenaiva sa prakasha iti iryate. Next, very good. So we established till now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna only, but Krishna is Bhagavan. Then how can you say Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is only Bhagavan? Krishna is Bhagavan because he is having the Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yashasyoho Gnana Vairagyayos Chapi Shanna Bhaga iti ingana. So who is known as Bhagavan? Who is having the Bhaga? He is known as Bhagavan. So Krishna is having the opulences. That's why we are saying he is Bhagavan. But how can you say the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Bhagavan? So that kind of doubt will come or not? If now you are saying he's Krishna, then he should be Bhagavan or not? Krishna is Bhagavan, and now you are saying Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Bhagavan, is Krishna. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu should be Bhagavan. So now that is established, that is said by the word Sangopangastra Parshadam. Okay. What is the so see this here, Sangopangastra Parshadam. Discussion on Sangopangastra Parshadam. So let us first. Now we are establishing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Bhagavan. The Bhagavatvam, that means the property of Bhagavan, is going to be established. The Bhagavatvam of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to be established now by the word Sangopangastra Parshadam. What is said here? Bahubihi Mahanubhavaihi Asakrutyeva Tatha Drishtau Asau Iti Gauda Varendra Vanga Shuhotmakaladi Deshiyanam Mahaprasiddhihi. English translation. Like Bhagavan, he has angas. Sangopangastra Parshadam means he is having the angas like Bhagavan. Where he kept this translation? Okay. In this, the point is not written actually. I will send actually the translation of this is not kept here. Somehow it is missed. In this notes, it is not there. And we will see now. What is said here? Krishna is Bhagavan. And now you said that's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then he should be Bhagavan. And so this is established by Sangopangastra Parshad. Sangopangastra Parshadam. Sangopangastra Parshadam. So now we have to see the explanation of this. What is explanation of Sangopangastra? So that it will be, so that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will be proved as Bhagavan. So what it is said here, Bahubihi Mahanubhavaihi Asakrit Eva Tatha Drishtaha. That means by many exalted people, he was seen like that. Who? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is seen. By many exalted people, he was seen like that. He was seen like that. Huh? Again and again. Okay. Always. Asakrit means always. So by many exalted people, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was seen like that always. Like that what? Like that Bhagavan. Like what he was seen? He was seen like Bhagavan. That means many people were seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Bhagavan. So this is, how can you say this? This is famous in Gauda, Varendra, Vanga, so Shuhotmakaladi Deshiyanam. This is famous among the this this matter, this matter is famous in the among the people who are staying in the Gouda, Vanga, Varendra, Shuhotma. These are the different parts of the Bengal. Okay. Utkala is the Orissa. So these are different parts of the Bengal. So those people who are residing in these places, so among them it is famous that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was seen as Bhagavan by the many exalted people always. Okay, statement is clear. Now, how they can see like him like Bhagavan? Because he is having his angas, limbs, like the Krishna. That means very beautiful. Parama manoharatvat. That means Krishna. Why they are seeing? Why those exalted people are seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Bhagavan? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is having the limbs which are so beautiful, like Krishna. So that's why he's Krishna. He's Bhagavan. One. Next. Upangani. Sango pangasar bhashada anga. That means limbs. Upangani. Upangani means his decoration. That's jewelries, ornaments. His ornaments. So those are also Param Manoharat. You can take for this also. Next, these angas and upangas are only the astras for him, because Mahaprabhavatvat. They are so beautiful and they are attracting even everyone actually. Mahaprabhavatvat. That's why those are all, those angas and upangas, ornaments and the limbs are the weapons for him, because they are very powerful. Mahaprabhavatvat. And also those are all Parshadas. They only Parshadas, because Sadaikantavasit. They are always with him. They are always with him. So like this, we can take the meaning of this. And another is Yadva. Yadva. Otherwise, there is one more way of taking the. So like this, we can say, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Bhagavan, because he is having the limbs which are so beautiful. So those are all, that means exalted people are seeing him as Bhagavan. And also his abharanas are also, his abharanas are also beautiful, and they are all very powerful. Those, that's why those are all Hastras and also Parshadas. Anga and Upangas are only Astras and also the Parshadas. Like this. One meaning. And otherwise, Yadva. That means you can take Sangopangas, Astra Parshada in another way also. Another way. Another way of explanation. What is that? Yadva atyanta premaspadatvat tattulyaha eva parshadaha. So Srimad Advaitacharya Mahanubhava Charana Parbrutayah Taihi Saha Vartamanam. So here now, sa means along with. Along with what? Along with the Parshadas, Sangopanga Parshadas. Here what you should take? So Advaitacharya and so exalted devotees, they are all, so Parshadas, they are all Parshadas, because what? They are very much lovable. So they are very much lovable to him. Atyanta premaspadatvat. Tattulyaha eva. So Advaitacharya and so on, these devotees are very much lovable to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's why they are all equal. So they are all Parshadas. They are all equal to the Parshadas. So this way he gave another meaning. Atyanta premaspadatvat tattulyaha eva. So Parshadaha Srimad Advaitacharya Mahanubhava Charana Parbrutayah Taihi Saha Vartamanam iti. So that means he is always always with the Advaitacharya and so on. So these all Advaitacharya and all are, so they are Parshadas. So and they are very much lovable to him. Premaspadatvat. This is one more meaning. Okay, like this, this is done. Next, what is the remaining in this sloka? Krishna Varnam Yagnaihi Sankirtana Prayaihi. This is remaining. So now these intelligent people, they worship the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. So Krishna Varnam, we also discussed. So Trisha Krishna we discussed, Krishna Varnam we discussed, Sangupangastra Parashram also we discussed. Now the remaining portion of this sloka is, so Yagnaihi Sankirtana Prayaihi. Here Yagnaihi means one may get doubt. Oh, that means in the Chaitanya, that these intelligent people, they worship him by the yagya. That means by the sacrifice. That means that maybe they may think fire sacrifice. They may think fire sacrifice immediately. Then your Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't do any fire sacrifice. Then how can you say he is a worshipable object in this sloka? How can you say in the Kali Yuga? You cannot say. One may raise this kind of question. So then here Yagnaihi means what we should take. What meaning we should take? That is very important now. So Yagnaihi means what should take? Puja Sambharaihi. That means the paraphernalia which is used for the worship, not the fire sacrifice. We should not take here yagna means fire sacrifice, but we should take the paraphernalia. So how can you say it is a, what is that paraphernalia then? That paraphernalia is nothing but the Sankirtana. Okay. Here Yagnaihi means what you should take? Paraphernalia. You should take paraphernalia, which is used for the worship. What is that paraphernalia then? That is Sankirtan. So how can you take this paraphernalia? Because Sridhar Swami is the reference. Nayatra Yagnesha Makaha Mahotsavaha. This is a sloka from the 5th canto, 19th chapter, 23rd sloka. So there Sridhar Swami, here Yagna means what he took? Puja Sambharai. Huh? In this verse. Nayatra Yagnesha Makaha. So Tatracha Visheshena Tameva Abhidheyam Venakti Sankirtana. That means Bahubhi Militva Tad. So Gana Sukam Sri Krishna Ganam Tat Pradhanaihi. So that means here Sankirtan means what? Bahubihi Militva Tad Gana Sukam. That means gathering with many. That means with many, if it is chanting of holy name is done, then that is known as Sankirtana. So Gana Sukam, that means Sri Krishna Ganam. They are all doing the singing, they are all singing about the Krishna. That means intelligent people, they are worshipping the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by Sankirtan. That means they all coming together. Yeah. And they are relishing the pleasure in the singing Krishna. तथा संकीर्तन प्रधानस्य तदाश्रितेषु असकृदेव दर्शनात् स एव अत्र अभिधेय इति स्पष्टं. So that means in the what this sloka is saying, this sloka is saying that these intelligent people, they come together and they worship the supreme deity with the sankirtan. They all in the Kali Yuga, intelligent people, they come together and so they worship the supreme deity with the Sankirtan. So this happened in the case of whom? You can see in the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, whole life of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you'll be seeing all the time it is happening. Sankirtan is happening. That means along with him, many devotees are coming and chanting and they are relishing that Gana Sukam. So that's why in this way also you can say this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only here. Krishna Varnam is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only. Because that we are seeing in the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, in the past tense of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, clear? So like this, in this way, first slokas explanation, that Mangalacharan, first Mangalacharan is done. Now, actually all the translations are also made for the other slokas. Somehow it is there actually with the Madhav Kiran Prabhu. I translated It is not. One second. I didn't share it. Okay. One second. Okay, this has to be shared. I will be sharing these. These are all there in the our main file actually. Okay. Now, any question on this till now what we discussed? Yeah.
Thank you, dear Prabhu. Prabhu, in that explanation which we just did about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu being the Tvisha of Krishna Varnam,
Yeah.
so isn't Krishna Varnam there in Dvitiya Vibhakti, whereas don't we need it to be Shashti Vibhakti? Because if by the Tvisha of, how do we apply that there? Because Tusha is actually attached to Krishna there, so there you can apply the samasa, that's fine. It's
Yeah.
missing, but when we're having Krishna Varnam, Tvisha Krishnam,
Yeah.
so Tvisha should have been applied to Krishna Varnam, not to Krishna. How does that Sanskrit work there?
Yeah. Yeah. Tisha is the Tritiya Ekvachan.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a Tritiya Ekvachan. And Akrishnam. So you are taking out Akrishnam. That Akrishnam also is the Ditya Ekvachan. 2.1.
Yeah, that I'm taking out.
Yeah.
But the sentence there is what I heard from you, maybe you can correct me, is that
Yeah.
one who is a Krishnam, who is golden,
Yeah.
but he is Tvisha of Krishna Varnam. He is Prakasha form of Krishna.
This you are saying the second explanation of this.
Yeah.
So Akrishnam, that means Gauram. That means in the vision of everyone, so he is Gaura.
Yeah.
And Tvisha means by his own Prakasha.
Yeah.
So special Prakasha, by his special Prakasha. Tvisha means by special Prakasha.
Of whom?
By special Prakasha. So that means Swayam Krishna. That means Gaura. That Gaura or otherwise Krishna. Gaura is Krishna is same. Na? So Tvisha means by Prakasha you should take. By special Prakasha. That means Akrishnam. Akrishnam means he is visible. Krishnam. Krishna Varnam. That means he is visible to the devotees directly as devotees. Yeah, as the Krishna.
Well, the point I'm trying to understand is Tvisha applied to Akrishnam or is Tvisha applied to Krishna Varnam?
Okay. Tvisha is applied to so because you see, simple originally Krishna, he is the Krishna only, but Swaprakashena, that means Tvisha means what? Prakasa Visheshena we are taking. So Prakash Visheshana means, so non-devotees, they are not able to understand Krishna as the special Prakasha, or the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the special Prakasha of the Krishna only. These non-devotees, they are understanding. But the devotees, they are understanding this. That means this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is nothing but they are seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Krishna only. And how they are able to see, what is their understanding? They are understanding that this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the special Prakasha of Krishna only. Huh? Yeah. Any online? Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. See, the last you explained about yagna, sacrifice,
Hmm.
Sankirtana was told by Sridhar Swamiji Maharaj.
Yes.
So, what was the canto, Prabhu, you mentioned there?
Fifth canto.
Is it like fifth canto? Which text and chapter?
19th, 24th. 1924.
So, fifth canto, 19th chapter.
24. 24, na? That is 24th.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. Mahaseva, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, like while discussing Sri Krishna Prakasha, like in Dwarika and all, you also referred Meghanath. So what we understand is that is Maya. But what is Meghanath's thing, Prabhuji? Like it was completely.
Meghanath is having some mystic power. By using mystic power, he is presenting the so many similar forms in front of the Lakshmana. So, but those all forms are not Meghanath actually. They are all just created one. If anyone kill those forms, that means anyone shoot the arrow to that forms, then Meghanath is not getting any, that means pain or anything. So they are different from the Meghanath. So in the case of Krishna, is not like that. They are all Krishna only actually. Krishna is Vibhu and he can present himself everywhere. Even Krishna is there here also, in front of you, here, everywhere he is. So he is all the time Vibhu, and that's why that same with same body. That means he is not creating any another bodies in the different houses. No, Ekena Vapusha. At only one body. Then only we can establish Vibhutvam of the Krishna. If you don't accept with one body, he is showing all these, then what will happen? He will not be Vibhu then. That means Krishna is not creating the various forms in the different houses. No, by using his mystic powers, like how the Meghanath is creating by using his mystic powers. Like that, Krishna didn't create any different forms in the different houses. No, that is the point. Okay, Prabhu. Okay, we can discuss. I can take questions after the class. Antah Krishnam Bahirgauram Darshitangadi Vaibhavam Kalau Sankirtanadya Smaha Krishna Chaitanyamashritah. So the translation is, by means of Sankirtana in Kaliga, we take shelter of Sri Chaitanya, who is huh? bigger. Kaisa banana bigger? Huh? This is not touch screen. This one, no. Control plus. It should not happen some other thing. Not visible? It's visible only. Okay. Huh? Okay. I'll copy and I'll paste somewhere. कॉपी नहीं हो रहा है क्या? हाँ? It's okay now? So yeah, by means of Sankirtan in Kali Yuga, we take shelter of Sri Chaitanya, who is internally Krishna, externally golden, and who showed his powers by means of his limbs and associates. Antah Krishnam Bahir Gauram Darshitangadi Vaibhavam Kalau Sankirtanadyaismaha Krishna Chaitanya Mashitaha. Okay, Krishna Chaitanya Mashitaha means take shelter. So, by means of the Sankirtan. Kalau Sankirtanadya. It is similar sloka actually. So Krishna Varnam Tisa Krishna, in the same way it is composed by the Jiva Goswami himself. It is a composed sloka. Kalau in the Kali Yuga, Sankirtanadyahi. That means by means of Sankirtana. So Smaha means we all. Smaha, Swaha, Sma. As. So we all take shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna Chaitanya Mashritaha. Take shelter of Chaitanya. So who is internally Krishna and externally Antah Krishnam, that means inside Krishna, Bahir Gauram, externally golden. And who showed Darshitangadi Vaibhavam, who showed his powers by means of his limbs and associates. Okay, clear? जयतां मथुरा भूमौ श्रीलरूपसनातनौ यौ विलेखयतस्तत्त्वं ज्ञापकौ पुस्तिकामिमाम्. So glory to Srila Rupa Goswami and Sri Sanatana had this book written in the land of Mathura to make the Tattva properly understood. Actually now Jiva Goswami is giving the background behind this book. So how this book appeared? Actually this book appeared by the inspiration of the Sri Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. They both instructed actually Gopala Bhatta Goswami initially in the land of Mathura. That means they were staying in the Mathura. They inspired actually to write this book. What is the purpose of writing this book? To make Tattva properly understood. That means Vilekayas Yau Vilekayatas Tattvam Gnapakau Pustikami Mam. So to make understand or to make clear this Tattva, that is the purpose, to make the Tattva properly understood. Okay, next. Any question you can ask after the class. Yau Vilekayataha, that means is a causative. Yau means those, Rupa and Sanatana. Vilekayataha, that means they caused to write. So they caused to write this book. The Gnapaka, that means make to understand. Tattvam Gnapakau. Tattvam. Yeah, Divachan. Yes. So Gnapakau is here Tattvam Gnapakau. So that means to make understand the Tattvam. That means those who remind the Tattvam or otherwise 1 second Gnapakau. Glory to Srila Rupa and Sanatana had this book written in the land of to make. Gnapakau means Gnapayitum. You can see the glossing in the Baldev Vidyabhushan. Srila Rupa Srilau Jana Gnana Vairagya Tapa Sampatti Manto Rupa Sanatanau. So Jayatam. Okay, next. Who is writing Gnapakau? Gnapakau Jiva Goswami himself is writing. Gnapayitum. Gnapakau means Gnapayitum. Gnapayitum means making to know. Making to know. So making to understand. Who is writing this Gnapakau? In the Sarva Samvadini you can check. So Jiva Goswami himself is writing Gnapakau, glossing. Okay. Those two, Sanatana and the Rupa, they are in the land of Mathura. What they are doing? Sanatana and Rupa Sanatana Rupa Sanatanau Vilekayataha. Vilekayataha means so bhavati, bhavataha, bhavanti. In the Divachan, so vilekayata, vilekayati, vilekayataha, vilekayanti. Vilekayanti. That means they are causing to write. Write what? Write the Pustikam Imam, this book. For what purpose? Gnapayitum. That means to make remind or to make understand. To make understand of what? Tattvam. Tattvam gnapayitum. Gnapako is equal to gnapayitum. Double, that is the meaning. Glossing, Sarvasamadhini you can see. He himself gave. Yeah. That's why based upon that we translated. Gnapayitum. Huh? Huh? You want? I thought I will go quickly, but what is the Karta? Srila Rupa Sanatanau. Sanatanau. Okay, this is the Karta. Kim, what is the, first of all, we should find the verb. What is that? Vilekha ya Vilekhayataha. This is the verb. That means what is the meaning of this Vilekhayata? Make to write. Make to write. Who make to write? Srila Rupa Sanatana. That's why it is subject. So what they make to write? Pustikam. Pustikam Imam. Imam means this book. This is Bhagavad Sandarbha. This book. This is the object. This is object. This is subject. This is verb Vilekhayataha. This is our verb. So Pustikam. So why? What is the purpose? These two are the reminding. That's why Gnapakau is said. But Gnapakau means here these two. Visheshana for these two is what? Gnapakau. Gnapakau. That means those who make, who make to understand. What they want to make to understand? Here in this Gnapakau, there is a Kriya is there inside. Gnapako, that means making to understand of what? Tattvam. This is Kridanta form. It is inside you having the some. Kridanta means it is coming from the verbal root only. So that means there is a verbal root, that is Gnapaka. That means reminding or making understand. Making understanding of what? Tattvam. That's why Tattvam is the object for the this Kriya which is there in this Kridanta form. Gnapako. Okay. Next. Kopi tadbandavo bhatto dakshinadvija vamshajah vivichya velikad grandham likhitat vruddha vaishnavaihi. So the meaning is, their friend, one Bhatta, born in South India, Brahmana family, separating Tattva from works written by previous acharyas, wrote this book. Jiva Goswami, what he is saying in this Mangalacharana? Kopi Bhattaha, some Bhatta. Because even Gopala Bhatta Goswami doesn't want to have the any, that means his name on the any book. He doesn't like it. So that's why he already instructed, you should not put my name directly. Gopala Bhatta Goswami. Any book he doesn't want to write his name on the books. He is writing and he is just leaving. So anyone can publish. And he doesn't want his name on any book. Yeah, that is a mood of the Gopala Bhatta Goswami. And it is published on the name of Sanatana also is involved in that. But I don't know the clear idea. But this is the I heard from the someone. So Sanatana Goswami. Yeah. So here, so that's why here Gopala Bhatta Goswami doesn't want his name to be on this book directly. So, but Jiva Goswami, because mainly this book is written by the Gopala Bhatta Goswami. After that, rearranging of this book is done by the Jiva Goswami. That is the history actually. So, but he has to glorify the Gopala Bhatta Goswami. That's why he's saying Kopi Bhatta, some Bhatta. So that he is from the South India family. He's not directly writing the Gopala Bhatta Gatta, like the direct name he's not writing. Their friend, Tad Bandhava, that means their friend. Tad Bandhava means their friend. Who are they? That means Rupa and Sanatana. Rupa and Sanatana's friend. Gopala Bhatta, Sambhatta, that means Gopala Bhatta. Dakshina Dvija Vamshajaha. He is born in the South Indian family. So Brahman family, South Indian Brahmana family, Vamshajaha, Vivicha Likitat Vruddha Vaishnavaihi. Whatever is written by the previous Vaishnavas, like who are that here? Vruddha Vaishnavas means what we should take? Vruddha Vaishnavas means Ramanujacharya and the Madhva and so and so. From all these scriptures, that means whatever written by them. So from all those writings, what he did? Tattvam Vivicha. That means he is separating the Tattvam from that. That means he is not taking their writings as it is, because he is following the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Gopala Bhatta Goswami followed Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and this is the Achintya Bheda Bheda. We are not simply the Vishishtadvaitins, or we are not simply the Dvaitins, but we are compromising we are reconciling the various other four sampradayas, taking some points, and finally Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave the full conclusions, full meanings of all the Vedic texts. So that's why what Gopala Bhatta Goswami is following the instructions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and after thoroughly understanding the previous writings of the previous acharyas, and from those writings he took out the tattvam nicely and velikhat. That means he wrote this book. By that tattvam he wrote this book. So then, tasyadyam granthanalekam kranta vyutkranta khanditam paryalochata paryayam krutva likati jivakaha. Then Gopala Bhatta Goswami, if he only wrote this book, then why we are seeing the name of Jiva Goswami on this? So then he is explaining for this. Tasya adyam. Adyam means which was the original work, the original writing. How it is? Krantam. That means in some places it is in the order. And with krantam, that means some parts which are not in the order, out of order. Some parts are the out of order. And next, khanditam, that means in some places it is incomplete. So that prakarana, that anuchad is not completed. So khanditam. Next, paryalochata. Then it is like that. The original writing which is done by the Gopala Bhatta Goswami was like that. Then what he did? Paryalochata paryayam krutva. That means after thoroughly examining all those, paryalocha means seeing in all the directions. That means the text is examined in all the angles. Then after that, paryayam krutva. That means systematically arranged. Who did this? Jivakaha, an insignificant jiva did this. Jivakaha means an insignificant jiva did. I did, he didn't write. Aham krutavan, as aham krutavan, like that he didn't say. So he is saying that Jivakaha likhati, insignificant jiva wrote this, has written this work. Okay, this is the history of the Shat Sandarbhas. Previously, some devotees were asking what is the history of this, because Jiva Goswami himself is telling in this Mangalacharan. That's why I didn't cover. Okay, we'll proceed further in tomorrow's class. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada ki. Ramanuja, Madhva, and others. No. He didn't say. Vruddha Vaishnava means, so Vruddha Vaishnava hi likitat. So because in that Tadbhandava, then if it is Rupa and Sanatana, he will not say the Rupa Vruddha Vaishnava. That means Tai he could have said. Who? Ramanujan. I don't know, bro. Actually, in the Bhagavad, but Tatparya Nirnaya, Bhagavad Tatparya Nirnaya is written by the Madhvacharya, so that can be the helpful book. Even Jiva Goswami also says, I am going to refer this book also, because some quotations which are I am going to give in this book that are not directly available, but those are all seen in the Bhagavad Tatparya Nirnaya and Mahabharata Tatparya Nirnaya, which is written by the Madhvacharya. So I am taking. So like this. Is taken, but it is not found in the Purana directly, but it is found in the Madhvacharya's commentaries. So that's why I am taking. So like this. Okay, bro. Hare Krishna.